And here we are for the start of game number 2 as Jacob Wisnett steps up to the plate. And he started off with a 1-1 count. And 1-1 pitch going to be high and outside for ball 2. And he'll foul the 2-1 pitch, foul and out of play. Yeah, swing and a miss and drop third strike out to first for out number 1. And that'll bring up number 15, Vasquez, up to the plate. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And that'll miss on the outside for ball 1. Swinging a ground ball past the diving second baseman. And Vasquez will reach base with a base hit. And that'll bring up number 6, Gavin Renteria. Throw down the first, won't be in time. And first pitch to Renteria is going to be inside for ball 1. And that'll be right in there for strike 1. That one's going to be fouled out of play. So that'll make the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here at the top of the first here in game number 2. And that'll be a curveball inside for ball 3. That'll make the count full. Full count pitch on the way, high and outside for ball 4. And Renteria will get on with a walk. And that'll move Vasquez over to second base. And that'll bring up number 12, the designated hitter, Tanner Castillo, up to the plate. Swinging at the first pitch. 1 pitch. Fouls it back to the backstop for strike 1. 1-0 that'll be strike 2 to Castillo. 0-2 to count. And he'll foul that one back. And that'll be inside for ball 1. And that'll catch the inside corner for strike 3. And out number 2. And that'll bring up number 31, Holden Edelton, up to the plate. As Clifton is on the mound for the Trojans. Excuse me. That one came out of right field. That'll miss for ball 1. So the count to Edelton's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike. And that'll be outside for ball 2. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And that'll be a chopper to the shortstop, scooping it up, out to first, in time for out number 3. And that's going to do it for the Lions here in the top half of the first inning. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Changing face and serving the Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our Precessional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our 2 locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com.
And we're right here for the start of the bottom half of the first inning. No score in the top of the first for the Lockhart Lions, as the Trojans going to be coming up to bat. Leading things off is going to be the third baseman, Crowley, followed up by the center fielder, Friedman. And the shortstop, number 7, please excuse me if I chop it up, but it's Unisau. As for the Lions defensively, on the mound, Jacob Wisnett. At center field is Vasquez catching behind the plate. Or at second base, it's going to be Renteria. Juarez is going to be at first base. Edelton, extra hitter. Mireles at catcher. Lopez at third. Flores left field. Nino at right field. And Hernandez at shortstop. With Castillo doing the designated hitting for Juarez. And here we go. We get set for the first batter for the Trojans. And once again, that's going to be number 10, Crowley, the third baseman. And game 2 of the doubleheader here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And once again, I want to welcome all you Trojan fans and Lockhart Lion fans to this Lockhart Lion baseball broadcast. First pitch from Wisnett to Crowley is going to be high and inside for ball 1. That 1-0 pitch going to be right in there for ball 1, for strike 1. And looking at the 1-1 pitch on the outside corner for strike 2 is Crowley, who's behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Once again, Wisnett on the mound. Chopper back to the pitcher. Wisnett reaches up to get that one, underhands it to first. And that'll put Crowley out with on a 1-3 put out for out number 1. And that'll bring out number 12, Friedman, up to the plate, the center fielder. So 1 out here in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Friedman is going to be outside for ball 1. That'll be in there for ball 2. And that'll be a walk to the batter. Friedman, as he will be on first base. And that'll bring up number 7, Unisau. The shortstop for the Trojans. Freeman at first for the Trojans. That'll be high and inside for ball 1. It'll be low and in the turf for ball 2. Freeman advances to second base. And that'll be a strike call on the outside. And swinging a drive to center field. And that's going to get over the center fielder's head out in right center field. As Freeman rounds third, coming home. And Unasau gets a stand-up triple, an RBI triple added. And the Anderson Trojans go up 1-0 here in the bottom half of the first inning. And that'll bring up number 25, Gray, the first baseman for the Trojans. As Vasquez out there in center field chased it down. And that'll catch the outside corner for strike one. And that's going to be outside as it gets past the catcher. But great job by Mireles to chase it down. Count's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Trojans lead 1-0. Swinging a drive to center field, and that'll be an RBI single for Gray. And that'll bring up number 21, the designated hitter, Franco, up to the plate. As the Trojans lead 2-0 here in the bottom half of the first inning with 1 out. And that catches that outside corner for strike one. That'll be outside as it gets past the catcher, and Gray will advance to second on the pass ball. And that'll be a fly out of play down the right side, or a foul out of play. That'll make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes to Franco. And that'll go off the backside of Franco, and that'll put him on the base pads. And that'll bring Bentke, the catcher, up to the plate, number 8. As Coach Hole makes his way up to the pitcher's mound to talk to Wisnant. Still with 1 out here in the bottom half of the first inning, 2 runners on the base pads. Gray at second, Franco at first. Two runners already come across the plate for the Trojans as they lead 2-0 here in the bottom half of the first. So Coach Hull with some words of encouragement to Wisnant. And a drive to left field. That's going back over Flores' head. And that's going to bounce over the fence for a ground rule double. That'll score Gray from second. Franco will go to third. And Benke will go to second as the Trojans add one more to their total and lead 3-0. That Trojans going to have a courtesy runner coming in for Benke, number 4, Keller. First pitch to Meyer is going to be in there for strike one. And that'll be inside for ball one. Still only one out here in the bottom of the first. Runners at second and third for the Trojans. And that'll catch the inside corner for strike two. Got Franco at third base. Keller at second, running for Benke. Yeah, swinging a foul back to the backstop. That'll make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that'll be outside for ball 2. Swinging a drive to right center field, and that's going to find the gap out there. 1 run will score. Rounding second is Keller. Benke's rounding second on his way to third. A 2 RBI triple from Meyer. And the Trojans add 2 more and lead 5-0 here in the bottom half of the first with 1 out. As number 15, Kokolek, comes up to the plate. Excuse me if I chop his name up. And that'll be a curveball just missing for ball 1. A swing and a miss for strike 1. And that'll catch the outside corner for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kokolek. Ooh, just missing on the inside for ball 2. And that'll even up the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that'll catch him looking for strike 3. And out number 2. As the number 9 hitter comes up to the plate. Number 6, Kaiser, the second baseman for the Trojans. And he'll look at the first pitch for ball 1 on the outside. And that'll be low for ball 2. And that'll be in there for strike 1. Count's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike to Kokolek. Or to Kaiser, excuse me, to Kaiser, the second baseman. And that'll catch the inside corner for strike 2. And that'll even up the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. With 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first. And that one will just miss for ball 3, and that'll make the count full. Got 1 runner on the base pads, and that's number 22, Meyer, the left fielder. And Kaiser's going to get hit by the pitch. And that'll take us to the top of the lineup as number 10, Crowley, will step up to the plate for the second time in the bottom half of the first. His first plate appearance, he grounded out back to the pitcher. And now comes Coach Hull, and looks like there's going to be a pitching change. As Wisnut's already handed the ball over to Coach Hull, as we await for the defensive adjustments. But we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
When confronted with an auto accident, life can't come to a screeching halt. That's why Chios Paint and Body is devoted to making the repair process as smooth as possible with their state-of-the-art technology, frequent status updates, and a 24/7 customer service center to help you every step of the way. With our state-of-the-art body shop and paint facility, repairing your car is a breeze. We are fully equipped with a powerful frame-straightening bay, expansive body shop, and our semi-down, downdraft paint booth. Our automotive repair services include everything from oil changes, brake repair replacement, and suspension work to sophisticated mechanical repairs. Whatever your needs, we can offer premium service, affordable cost, and great customer service. These are just some of the differences that make Chios Paint and Body the best choice for your car's recovery and automotive repair.
And we are back as we are still here in the bottom half of the second with 2 outs. Anderson Trojans have put 5 across on the plate and got 2 runners on the corners right now as Kaiser's at first base after getting hit by the pitch. Myers at third base with a stand-up 2 RBI triple. As we got a new pitcher in the game for the Lockhart Lions, and that'll be number 9, Lopez. As Flores will go over to third base, Wisnut moves over to left field. And Crowley, coming up to bat for the second time in the inning, will be stepping up to the plate, and that's who Lopez will be facing first with 2 outs. And once again, Crowley grounded back out to the pitcher to start the bottom half of the first off for the Trojans. Runner goes to second. No throw. That'll be strike 1 to Crowley. So Kaiser with an early jump gets to second base on an uncontested stolen base. So the Trojans have 2 runners in scoring position. Breaking ball is going to get past the catcher, and in comes the speedster from third base, Meyer, and he'll slide in safely as Kaiser will advance to third base. And that'll make the score Anderson Trojans 6, Lockhart Lions 0 here in the bottom of the first. First game of the doubleheader, the Lockhart Lions took on the JV2 team. And here they are going up against the JV1 team in game 2. That'll be inside for ball 1. And that'll be outside get past the catcher, and Kaiser will come in and score for the Trojans. And that'll be the third out as a runner didn't touch home plate. So Kaiser's going to get called out at home for not touching home plate. And that's going to do it for the end of the first inning with Crowley still up at the plate. And he'll be batting to start the second inning. So after 1, it is the Anderson Trojans 7, the Lockhart Lions 0. We're going to take a quick time out, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
If you're looking for drywall and paint work done, look no further than Reyna Drywall and Paint. Owner and operator Robert Reyna is MBE, DBE and Hub certified. Whether it's commercial or residential, metal framing, suspended ceilings, doors, and hardware, Reyna Drywall and Paint is the one to call. You can call Robert Reyna at 512-925-0634, or you can send an email to renaconstruction@sbcglobal.net.
If you're ready to lose weight fast, reach out to the Tim Torres Fitness Facebook page and chat with Tim. Tim has helped thousands of people all over the world in person and online through his mobile app and custom meal plans. So contact Tim Torres via Facebook and start losing weight today. Just look for Tim Torres Fitness on Facebook.
All right, we're back here at Anderson Stadium, or Anderson Baseball Field here at Anderson High School for the second game of the doubleheader. We're in the top of the second inning as the Anderson Trojans were able to put 7 across the plate in the bottom half of the first and lead the Lions 7-0. As a base running error ended the inning for the Trojans as Kaiser was scoring home on a pass ball and did not touch home plate and was tagged out as he made his way into the dugout for out number 3. So here we are in the top half of the second. Mireles, the catcher, will be leading things off for the Lions as he turns around the square around to show bunt. Pass of the bat right through that for strike 1. Yeah, working on a little technical difficulties with this wind pushing the wires around. And Mireles going to get caught looking for out number 1, and that'll be the third strikeout for Clifton. And that'll bring up number 9, Lopez, up to the plate. Swinging at the first pitch, and we'll foul that one back for strike 1. And that'll be right there for strike 2. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching today's broadcast of Lockhart Lion Baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Swinging a miss for strike 3. For out number 2. My name's Emilio Stars Waters, bringing you all the live play-by-play action. And working the Kent Riddle Property scoreboard is my son, Peter Wattis. And that'll be inside for a ball. Louis Flores at the plate, the third baseman. Started off at left field. Got moved over to third base. The count is 2-0. It was 3-0, but it'll be low, and Flores is going to reach base on a walk. And that'll bring up Jordan Nino, the right fielder, up to the plate. course, with Flores at first, we got some speed on the base pad, so look for Flores to be stealing. But with the left-hander Clifton, Flores is going to have a short up his lead at first base. He's only off by a couple of steps right now. First pitch to Nino. It's going to be right in there for strike one. In the on-deck circle for the Lions, should Nino get on base, it'll be Ashton Hernandez, the shortstop. Swing and a miss for strike one. Oh, excuse me, swing and a miss for strike two. Swing and a miss for strike three, and Clifton will get his third strikeout of the inning. And that'll do it for the Lions in the top half of the second. No score. After 1.5 innings of play, it is the Anderson Trojans 7, the Lockhart Lions 0. And we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Hazelet Drilling Incorporated are proud supporters of the community by sponsoring youth league programs, T-Ball Express, Boys Junior League, Boys Coach Pitch, and Girls Coach Pitch teams. Established in 1978 by George Hazelet, Hazelet Drilling Incorporated was formed to provide quality water drilling service to farms and surrounding ranches. As the company grew, so did the spectrum of services to meet the growing needs of dedicated customers. Today, Hazelet Drilling is the leading water well, oil, and gas drilling company, known for quality work and one-on-one customer service. Hazelet Drilling and Supply is located at 915 Old McMahon Road in Lockhart, Texas, or you can call 512-398-6682.
And we are back here at Anderson High School for the bottom half of the second inning. Anderson Trojans lead 7-0 in game two of the doubleheader today between the Lockhart Lions and Anderson Trojans in junior varsity baseball action. First game earlier today, the Trojans defeated the Lions by a final score of 12-8 as the JV2 team for the Trojans defeated the Lions. And here we are in game number two as the JV1 Trojans are going up against the very same Lions in game one, as the Trojans were able to put 7 across in the bottom half of the first inning. As Crowley's going to be stepping up to the plate. He was at the plate batting when Kaiser came home on a pass ball, but unfortunately for Kaiser, didn't step on home plate as he made his way into the dugout. And all Mireles had to do was step on the bag, and that ended the inning for the Trojans. But now before they were to put 7 on the board. So Crowley will be coming up to the plate. His first plate appearance, he grounded back to the pitcher for the first out back in the bottom of the first. So he'll be stepping back up here in the bottom half of the second to lead things off with Friedman waiting on the on-deck circle with number 7, Unisau, the shortstop in the hole. And on the mound for the Lions is Ivan Lopez. Who came in for relief of Wisnant, who shifted over to left field. That brought Flores from left field to third. And here we go, back into action as Crowley steps into the batter's box. First pitch from Lopez is going to be low and outside for ball 1. Swinging at the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be in out of the glove of Flores. And Crowley will reach base on an error. And that'll bring up number 12, Friedman, the center fielder, up to the plate. He walked and scored to lead things off in the scoring department for the Trojans. Swinging a drive to right field. And the ball's going to get past the right fielder. And comes one run, and runner coming around third is Friedman, and he's going to slide in safely for an in-the-park home run. And that'll put 2 more runs across the plate. All right, now stepping up to the plate, number 7, Unisau. He got a triple back in the first inning. Yeah, Trojans add to the lead. Now lead 9-0 here in the bottom of 2. Nobody out. Swinging a chopper down to the third baseman and in and out of the glove of Flores. As Unisau will reach on an error. And that'll bring up number 25, Gray, the first baseman, who got a base hit and scored back in the first inning. And pitch is going to be high from Lopez. We got to change that catcher as Wisnet's behind the plate now, and Jacob Mireles is at first base. Swinging a drive to second baseman with the catch down to first. And they're not going to be able to double up Unisau. Lions do get 1 out, as a second baseman, Renteria, is right there for the line out. For out number 1, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, number 21, Franco, who was hit by a pitch and scored in the first inning. Unisau still at first base, swinging a miss for strike 1. And that one's going to be a fly. Back behind second base, and no communication going on out there, and that'll be an error. As Unisau will advance to second, Franco to first. Miscommunication between the infielders and the center fielders. And there's going to be a defensive change now, as Alexander Watt is going to go to second base. Well, timeout real quick, as Wisnet's going to go out there and talk to Lopez. And stepping up to the plate is going to be the catcher, Benke. He reached on a single and scored. Actually had a pinch runner for him. Keller was running for him, as Keller scored in Benke's place. So there's 2 Trojans on the base pads. Unisau at second, Franco at first. Swing and a miss. It's going to be a tip. They get past the catcher for strike 2. So 0-2 count coming up. Runners go. And that'll be outside for ball 1. So Unasau will get to third on a double steal. Franco moves to second. And Binky's looking at a 1-2 count. 1 out here in the bottom half of the second. Trojans lead 9-0. Nice job by Wisnett to stay down in front of that one. And that'll make the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch on the way, and that's going to be actually a full count pitch. That's going to miss on the outside, and Binky's going to walk. And that'll load the bases up for number 22, Meyer, who cleared the bases with the triple earlier. Back in the first inning. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And once again, bases are loaded for the Trojans as Unasau's at third base, Franco at second, Binky at first. And 0-1 to Meyer. 0-1 pitch going to be outside for ball 1. Oh, 1-1 pitch going to be low and inside for ball 2. Once again, great job by Wisnett to stay down in front of that one. And that'll miss on the inside for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike to Meyer. And that'll be right down the middle for strike 2. So full count. Full count to Meyer. With 1 out here in the bottom half of the second. Lopez loads up, delivers. Sends a line drive to second. Out to, and doubles up as Alexander Juarez makes the throw to second to double up on Franco. And that'll do it for the second inning as the Trojans able to put 2 more across the plate and lead the Lockhart Lions 9-0. And we get ready to head to the top of the third, but we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
When confronted with an auto accident, life can't come to a screeching halt. That's why Chios Paint and Body is devoted to making the repair process as smooth as possible with their state-of-the-art technology, frequent status updates, and a 24/7 customer service center to help you every step of the way. With our state-of-the-art body shop and paint facility, repairing your car is a breeze. We are fully equipped with a powerful frame-straightening bay, expansive body shop, and our semi-down, downdraft paint booth. Our automotive repair services include everything from oil changes, brake repair replacement, and suspension work to sophisticated mechanical repairs. Whatever your needs, we can offer premium service, affordable cost, and great customer service. These are just some of the differences that make Chios Paint and Body the best choice for your car's recovery and automotive repair.
All right, and we are back here for the start of the third inning. As Alexander Watt is going to be coming up to the plate. He's going to be batting in the position of Hernandez. So this will be Alexander's first plate appearance. And Clifton's still on the mound for the Trojans. Has already recorded 5 strikeouts. First pitch to Watt is going to be low for ball 1. And yeah, with the batter's last name Watt that is my son. Yeah, swing and a miss for strike 1. One pitch on the way, and that'll be inside for ball 2. And that'll be high for ball 3, and Clifton finds himself behind on the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. I see in the background a proud mama back there. Is Blanca Watt, is my wife, is back there. Swing and a miss for strike 2. She's taking a break today and becoming a fan. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and Alexander will go down swinging for out number 1. As we head over to the top of the lineup, number 7, Wisnet's coming up to the plate. And Wisnet will look at the first pitch inside for strike 1. As Clifton records his 6th strikeout of the game. Six strikeouts out of 7 possible outs. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. As Clifton's had 2 in the top of the first, 3 in the top of the second, and already with 1 here in the top of the third, as that one's going to be fouled back to the backstop. Still a hit on the count on Wisnet, 0-2. And that one's going to be fouled back. Count will still remain 0-2. And that'll be outside. And that'll be ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Drop ball, 3rd strike, out to first. And not in time as Wisnet uses his speed. Clifton will be credited with the strikeout. But Wisnet will get to first base on the drop third, and that'll bring up number 15, Vasquez, the center fielder. He's gotten the lone hit for the game so far for the Lockhart Lions here in game 2. But he was left stranded at second base, and that was back in the first inning. And here he's stepping up to the plate with 1 out. Wisnet, the speedster, at first base. Impressive performance by Clifton on the mound. 7 strikeouts. And one of the first wild pitches that we've seen from Clifton. I'll be waiting inside for ball one. Almost hitting Vasquez in the process. And that'll be in there for strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike to Vasquez. Swinging a chopper past the third baseman, and Wisnet's going to advance to second on the single from Vasquez. And that'll be the second single for Vasquez today. And that'll bring up number 6, Gavin Renteria, the second baseman. He reached base on a walk in the first inning, but was left stranded at first base. So here we are in the top half of the third. Lockhart Lions have 2 runners on the base paths. Wisnet at second, Vasquez at first, Renteria at the plate with 1 out. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Chopper to the third baseman, in and out of the glove. And they'll be able to get the force out. Or no, they're going to miss the tag on Wisnet. As Wisnet sidesteps it. So it'll be a fielder's choice for Renteria. And the bases are loaded for the Lions with 1 out. As Tanner Castillo steps up to the plate. Castillo struck out back in the first inning. And he looks at the first pitch low. Actually, there's going to be a designated hitter. And that'll be number 16, Cheatham, up to the plate. So Cheatham gets his first crack at the bat. A swing and a miss on the 1-0. And that'll make the count 1 ball and 1 strike to Cheatham. You can hear from the visitors' dugout the chant of Cheatham. And he looks at an inside pitch for strike 2. And that'll make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Clifton set to deliver on the 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And Clifton will record his 8th strikeout for out number 2. And stepping up to the plate from Big H Bates, Holden Edelton. He grounded out to the shortstop back in the first inning. Here he comes up with bases loaded and 2 outs. Looks at the first pitch, high and inside for ball 1. Swing and a miss on the 1-0 pitch. That'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. Of course, got to give a shout out to Holden Edelton from Big H Bates. Is making his own lures. And has got a bag of lures for me, maroon lures. And he sends one towards left field. That'll score 1. As Wisnet comes in from third. And Edelton will get a RBI single out of it. As Vasquez advances to third, Renteria to second, Edelton to first. And that'll bring up number 14, Mireles, who's at first base. He struck out back in the top half of the second inning. So bases are still loaded. As the Lions finally get 1 on the board here in the top half of the third. looks at the second pitch outside for ball 2. As we're going to have a, thought we had a courtesy runner at first base. And that'll catch the outside corner for strike 1. And that one will be fouled back to the backstop for strike 2. The count will be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count with 2 outs, bases loaded. Mireles sends a chopper down the first base side, foul. As Stephen Foote makes a nice stop out there. So count still remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. A 2-2 pitch is going to be high for strike 3. And that'll do it. Lockhart Lions leave the bases stranded, but are able to get 1 run across the plate. Still trail the Anderson Trojans 9-1, and we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Changing Faces Barbershop has been serving the Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our processional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles, from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our 2 locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com.
And we are back here for the bottom half of the 3rd inning as the Trojans lead the Lions 9-1 here at Anderson High School baseball field for this junior varsity doubleheader action in game number 2 between the Lockhart Lions and the Anderson Trojans, as we got a defensive change at first base. Holden Edelton moves over to first base. Ivan Lopez still on the mound for the Lions, and Wisnett still behind the plate for the Lions. As we are here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning, is Kokolek will be coming up to bat. And number 15, Kokolek, comes up to bat. He struck out at his first plate appearance back in the 1st inning. And here he is, batting for the 2nd time today. Going up against Ivan Lopez. Sends the first pitch down the left side, foul for strike 1. And looks at the 0-1 pitch outside for ball 1. Do want to give a shout out to a couple of sponsors that we have that do not have commercials with us at the moment. A1 Bell Bonds and Kent Riddle of Kent Riddle Properties. If you can look at the bottom of the screen, you see the Kent Riddle Property scoreboard. You can follow along the game with us with every ball, strike, run, out, and hit. As we got a hit to right center field from Kokolek. That's going to get to the wall. He rounds first, heading to second. Rounded second, on his way to third. The throw third will be held up by the cutoff guy. And Kokelek will start the third inning off for the Trojans with the stand-up triple. And as I was mentioning, you can follow along the game with us on the Kent Riddle Property Scoreboard. Thanks in part to Kent Riddle for his support and sponsorship of Lions Pride Sports Broadcast and his support of Lockhart Lions Sports. And then we have our main sponsor, Recon Athlete. I want to give them a big shout out. Let you know what times they got a couple of shows going on during the week. I'll let you know here in a minute. Swinging at the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be a high fly to left field. That's going to be caught by the left fielder. Tag coming home. The throw home will not be in time. And Kokelek will score. But Kaiser's going to fly out to left field for out number 1. And that'll bring up number 10, Crowley, up to the plate. And as I mentioned, Recon Athlete, the main sponsor for Lions Pride Sports Broadcast, got 3 shows during the week. Monday through Friday, you can catch the Paul Rodriguez show. You could go to Recon Athlete and look up his information for his YouTube channel, or you go to the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast. You'll be able to find it on there. And on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. and on Monday mornings at 10:30 a.m., you can catch the Chris Sanchez and the Kids show right there on the Recon Athlete Facebook page. You go to their page or go to the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast Facebook page, and you get the information that you need to know to get to their 3 shows. And they put on some great shows. Of course, about a month and a half ago, I was on the Paul Rodriguez show, and I still say that was a highest viewed show for the Paul Rodriguez show. And I take claim to that, even though I don't got the numbers to back it up, but that's what I'm going to stick with. So right now we're at the top of the lineup here in the bottom half of the third inning. Trojans already put 1 run across the plate on a sacrifice fly to left field as Kokelek was able to score after tripling. And Crowley's up to the plate looking at a 2-0 count. Sends a ground ball to the shortstop, scooped up out to first. And Crowley's going to beat the throw. And he'll reach on an infield hit. And that'll bring up number 12, Friedman, up to the plate. Friedman walked in the first and scored. And got on a error in the second and scored. Actually, Friedman scored all the way around. And Crowley's going to steal second easily. Friedman scored on a single to right field that got past the right fielder all the way to the fence. And he was able to round the bases and score. And we are here in the bottom of the third, 1 out. Crowley at second base. 1-0 pitch is outside for ball 2. And that'll be inside for ball 3. The 3-0 pitch is going to be way outside for ball 4. And Freeman will reach on a 4-pitch walk. And that'll bring up number 7, Unisau. The shortstop, he tripled in the first and scored, and reached on an error in the second and was left stranded at third base. And it looks like we're going to have a change. And a new pitcher will be on the mound. And it looks like Luis Flores will be doing the honors as he makes his way to the pitcher's mound. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Hazelet Drilling Incorporated are proud supporters of the community by sponsoring youth league programs, T-Ball Express, Boys Junior League, Boys Coach Pitch, and Girls Coach Pitch teams. Established in 1978 by George Hazelet, Hazelet Drilling Incorporated was formed to provide quality water drilling service to farms and surrounding ranches. As the company grew, so did the spectrum of services to meet the growing needs of dedicated customers. Today, Hazelet Drilling is the leading water well, oil, and gas drilling company, known for quality work and one-on-one customer service. Hazelet Drilling and Supply is located at 915 Old McMahon Road in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call 512-398-6682.
Adam & Sons locally owned business. President, CEO and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service and with affordable prices. Whether it is commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. You can contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or you can send an email to adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention that you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off of your service call.
And we're back as Florida is set to throw his first pitch. So swing and a miss. Runner's going to go. The throw down to third was in time, but it was dropped by the third baseman. So the runner's going to advance. And that'll be strike one on the call to Unisau. And Flores throws the second one in there for strike two. Number 13 is Gutierrez, who's at third base now for the Lions. And the 0-2 pitch going to be in the turf for ball one. And that'll be a drive to right center field, and that's going to get in the gap as Unisau is going to be rounding first. One Trojan scores. Rounding third will be the second run coming in as Unisau will reach on a 2 RBI double. That scores Friedman and Crowley. And that'll take the score up. Anderson Trojans 12, Lockhart Lions 1. And that'll bring up the first baseman, number 25, Gray, up to the plate. And Gray lined out to the second baseman his last time up at the plate. Back in the second inning. In the first inning, he got a single and scored. And here he is, swinging on the first pitch, sent it high towards the center fielder. And the center fielder is going to outrun it and drop it. And Unisau will advance to third base while Gray will make his way to second. So Gray will reach on an error, and that'll bring up number 21, Franco, the designated hitter. He was hit by the pitch and scored in the first, reached on an error in the second, and was put out at second base, sends the first pitch fly out to left field. And that's going to be dropped out there in left field, and Unisau will score. As Gray advances to third, Franco goes to first on an error. And that'll bring up number 8, the catcher, Benke, who reached and scored in the first. Walked and was left stranded in the second. And there's runners at the corner. Gray at third, Franco at first. Franco's taken off to second. And they're going to catch. They had Gray dead to rights at third base, but the ball went in and out of the glove of the third baseman. So Gray will be safe at first. So great attempt by the Lions. Had the ball in there in time, just the ball had other plans than to stay inside the glove of the third baseman. And Gray makes it back safely to second. Tell you what, great move by Wisnett, though. Fakes the throw out to second. And was able to get it out there to third, but unfortunately the ball didn't stay in the glove of the third baseman, and Gray was safe. Trojans have pushed 4 runs across the plate and lead 13-1 here in the bottom half of the third inning. And Binky steps up to the plate. So runners at second and third. And that'll be just missing the outside for ball one. Or ball two, 2-0 count. Swinging a foul over here towards the left side. Catcher going up underneath it. And makes the catch. Find the win. So great job by Wisner to track that one down for out number 2. And then the ninth batter coming up to bat here in the inning is going to be number 22, Meyer, the left fielder. He tripled and scored in the first and lined out to the second baseman. Second baseman threw it over to second to double up Franco. That first pitch is going to be low for ball one. Flo just throws the 1-0 pitch, catching that inside corner for strike one. Swing and a miss for strike two from Meyer. Once again, he's gone 1 for 2 today. Yeah, 1-2 pitch going to be outside for ball two. Once again, a great day for some baseball. That's a 2-2 pitch. It's going to be high and outside for ball three. Count is full with 2 outs. Gray at third base, Franco at second. And Meyer's going to strike out to end the third inning. That'll be a quiet end to the inning. Well, Trojans able to put 4 more across the plate and lead 13-1 over the Lockhart Lions. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back for the top half of the 4th inning as you're watching Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service and with affordable prices. Whether it is commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. You can contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or you can send an email to adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention that you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off of your service call.
All right, we're back here at the top half of the 4th inning. We got a new pitcher on the mound. It's Ryland Unash. Had to make sure I get the young man name right now that he's on the mound. And he's coming in relief for Clifton, who did an outstanding job on the mound for the Trojans, striking out 8 in 3 full innings of play. So out of 9 possible outs, Clifton struck out 8 of them. So great job by the young hurler from the Anderson Trojans junior varsity baseball team. And if he keeps throwing like that, he's going to make some waves when he moves up to the varsity level. And it's going to be interesting to see how he progresses, as I'm pretty sure Lockhart and Anderson will remain in the same district. Hopefully after this next year when the realignment comes along, like to see how this young man progresses along up in the varsity level. But big congrats to Clifton. 8 strikeouts on the game. Got to tip my hat off to him. He's going to get the sergeant salute from me right now. So, man, stepping up to the plate for the Lions, it's going to be Flores. And he looks at the first pitch. Ball 1 outside. And looks like we're going to have a designated hitter coming into bat for Nino. That's going to be Gutierrez. Yeah, swing and a miss for strike 1. But right now, Flores is at the plate. He walked in the second and was left stranded at first. Looks at the 1-1 pitch outside for ball 2. This count's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike. Two 1 pitch on the way. That'll be outside for ball 3. All right, catcher's going to go out there. That's Benke's going to talk to Unash. Yeah, we're going to have a meeting at the mound. Let's see, Binky coming over, or Bentke. And it looks like we might have a change at catcher. Flores is ahead in the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. And we're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to run a little commercial break real quick. And we'll be right back with some Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you're ready to lose weight fast, reach out to the Tim Torres Fitness Facebook page and chat with Tim. Tim has helped thousands of people all over the world in person and online through his mobile app and custom meal plans. So contact Tim Torres via Facebook and start losing weight today. Just look for Tim Torres Fitness on Facebook.
And that'll be outside to Flores, and that'll be ball 4 as Flores will head over to first base with the leadoff walk here in the top half of the 4th inning. And that'll bring up number 13, Gutierrez, up to the plate. Yeah, looks like Gutierrez looks at the first pitch for ball 1. That ball's going to be outside for ball 2, and Flores is going to make his way to second. catcher behind the plate for the Trojans is going to be number 11, Weldon. He's coming in place of Benke. So it'll be 2-0 count to Gutierrez. And that'll be high for ball 3. So 3-0 count. Florida's at second base, and that'll be outside. As Florida's going to advance to third base. Excuse me, that was a 2-1 count. My bad. Now it's 3-1. As Gutierrez is batting in place of Jordanito once again, and in the on-deck circle is number 21. Josue Alvarez. And Gutierrez is going to walk to first, and we'll have runners on the corners. As Flores is at third base, Gutierrez at first, and Josue Alvarez at the plate. And that'll be high for ball 1. Nobody out so far here in the top half of the fourth. And that'll catch the outside corner for strike 1. 1-1 the count. And in the on-deck circle is number 1, Alexander Juarez. And that'll be high for ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike to Alvarez. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Popped in and out of the glove of Weldon. Able to keep it in front of him, though. Counts even up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. No outs. And that'll catch the outside corner for strike 3. And out number 1. And that'll bring up Alexander Juarez up to the plate. Struck out his first plate appearance back in the 3rd inning. And here he is back up again for his 2nd time. With 1 out, 2 runners on the base paths on the corners. Looks at the first pitch high and outside for ball 1. And looks at the 1-0 high for ball 2. So 2-0 count from Unash. And that'll be ball 3. Gets past the catcher. And coming in to score is Luis Flores. As Gutierrez advances to second. Dirty 30 on the batter. 3-0 count. And that'll be outside for ball 4. And Alexander walks on a 4-pitch walk. And he'll find his way to first base. Gutierrez at second. Juarez at first. That'll bring up Wisnett, the leadoff batter, up to the plate. He has struck out twice, but the second time back in the 3rd, he was able to reach after a drop third throw from home plate to first was high. A dive and slide attempt by Unash. As Wisnett found that one down the right side. Great attempt by Unash. You don't see pitchers do that nowadays. Usually they leave that up to the first baseman or the catcher, but Unash trying to take it into his own hands. Great hustle by the pitcher. And that'll be right in there for strike 2. And Wisnitz behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Now the Lions put one more across the plate as Flores scored on the pass ball. Still trail the Trojans 13-2. That one's going to be fouled back to the backstop right here in front of us. Count will still remain, no balls and 2 strikes. And the on-deck circle for the Lions is number 15, Vasquez. So far, Vasquez has been the man at the plate, going 2 for 2. Only player with multiple hits for the Lions here in game number 2. Wisnitz sends that one to the third baseman. And he will step on third base for out number 2. And they will get Gutierrez out as Alexander Juarez advances to second. Wisnitz advances, gets the first on a fielder's choice, and that'll bring up Gio Vasquez up to the plate. Or Giovanni Vasquez. Looks at the first pitch for strike 1, and once again, Vasquez is 2 for 2 today. Singles in the first and in the third. And that one's going to be catcher interference. As Vasquez knocked the glove off the catcher's mitt. That should be catcher's interference, and that should load the bases up. And that's what the call is going to be, is that Juarez will be at third. Wisnitz goes to second. Vasquez will be at first. Catcher interference, and that'll bring up Gavin Renteria, the second baseman. He's walked and reached on a fielder's choice in the first and third inning. And here he is. He finds himself with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Looks at the first pitch outside for ball 1. That'll be high off the glove. Alex Juarez is coming in. He'll slide safely at home for the 3rd run for the Lions. So that'll be ball 1 to Renteria. And only 2 base runners on the base paths now for the Lions. As Wisnitz goes to third, Vasquez to second. And that'll be a curveball catching the outside for strike 1. That'll make the count 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch on the way. Big breaking ball by Unash. That'll make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. That'll be in the dirt, in the turf, and in comes Wisnitz scoring easily. Vasquez advances to third base, and that'll be 2-2 count to Renteria. Two pitch on the way, swung on and driven foul and out of play down the right side as Renteria stays in the batter's box. So one lone runner on the base pad. That's Vasquez at third base. Big breaking ball, and Gavin Renteria is going to get caught looking for out number 3. And that's going to do it for the Lockhart Lions here in the 4th inning, the top of the 4th. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, Lockhart's able to put 3 runs across the plate. Still trail the Anderson Trojans 13-4. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
When confronted with an auto accident, life can't come to a screeching halt. That's why Chios Paint and Body is devoted to making the repair process as smooth as possible with their state-of-the-art technology, frequent status updates, and a 24/7 customer service center to help you every step of the way. With our state-of-the-art body shop and paint facility, repairing your car is a breeze. We are fully equipped with a powerful frame-straightening bay, expansive body shop, and our semi-down, downdraft paint booth. Our automotive repair services include everything from oil changes, brake repair replacement, and suspension work to sophisticated mechanical repairs. Whatever your needs, we can offer premium service, affordable cost, and great customer service. These are just some of the differences that make Chios Paint and Body the best choice for your car's recovery and automotive repair.
And here we are for the start of the bottom half of the 4th inning, as Louis Flores is still on the mound for the Lockhart Lions. And it looks like Kokalek is leading things off. And right away, he's ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strike. Breaking ball is going to be hit down the left side, and that's going to be bouncing just fair. And that'll be a single for Kokalek. And that'll bring up number 6, Kaiser, up to the plate. So Kaiser steps up to the plate for the 3rd time. He's been hit by the pitch and then flew out to the left fielder on a sacrifice fly that scored Kokalek back in the 3rd inning. And here we are in the 4th inning. Kokalek steals, swing and a miss. And it'll be safe at second with a stolen base. And that'll make the count 1 ball and 1 strike. And And that'll hit Kaiser. And he reaches base for the second time, getting hit by the pitch. As we head to the top of the lineup, as Crowley steps into the batter's box, it'll be his fourth appearance at the plate. Currently, he is 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Swinging a fly down to the left side. Third baseman getting up underneath it. Shortstop calls him off and will make the catch for out number 1. An errant throw. And Kokelik will score. Kaiser goes all the way to third base. All right, stepping up to the plate is Friedman. The Trojans able to get 1 run across the plate off the errant throws. And that'll make the score 14-4. As Kaiser's at third base. We have another batter. Designated hitter at the plate, number 11, Weldon. That one's going to be outside in the turf. Gets past the catcher to the backstop and sliding in head first. It's Kaiser. And that'll make the score 15-4, and that'll clear the bases out. Nobody on the base path for the Trojans. And the count's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike to Weldon. Swinging a drive to center field. And that's going to get over the head of the center fielder as Weldon rounds first on his way to second. Making his way to third. And motoring in for a stand-up triple. So a triple for Weldon. And that's going to bring up Unash up to the plate. And Unash is 2 for 2 with a triple and a double. Scored 2 runs and reached on an error back in the second. And currently Unash is on the mound for the Trojans. Looks at the first pitch high for ball 1. And Unash is going to get hit by the pitch. And he makes his way to first base as the Trojans have runners on the corner. And we're going to have a courtesy runner coming into the ball game. That's going to be number 22. Meyer coming in to run. It looks like we're going to have a pitching change. And we're going to take a quick timeout as we have a pitching change as Holden Edelton will be on the mound for the Lions. And we're going to take a quick timeout and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
If you're ready to lose weight fast, reach out to the Tim Torres Fitness Facebook page and chat with Tim. Tim has helped thousands of people all over the world in person and online through his mobile app and custom meal plans. So contact Tim Torres via Facebook and start losing weight today. Just look for Tim Torres Fitness on Facebook.
If you're looking for drywall and paint work done, look no further than Reyna Drywall and Paint. Owner and operator Robert Reyna is MBE, DBE and Hub certified. Whether it's commercial or residential, metal framing, suspended ceilings, doors, and hardware, Reyna Drywall and Paint is the one to call. You can call Robert Reyna at 512-925-0634 or you can send an email to renaconstruction@sbcglobal.net.
All right, on the mound for the Lockhart Lions is Big H, Holden Edelton, as Alexander switches over from second to first. And Flores goes back to second base as Holden Edelton moves from rotation. Edelton goes from first to pitcher. Pitcher goes to second, and Flores goes to second as Alexander goes to first, and a ground ball hit down the left field line. One run will score. Second run's rounding third, coming home, and he'll be safe as Gray gets a 2 RBI double. And that'll make the score. Anderson Trojans 17, Lockhart Lions 4. And stepping up to the plate, number 21, Frankel, the designated hitter. Looks at the first pitch, high and inside for ball one. Gray's going to advance to third base on the pass ball. So 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on the outside for strike one. 1-1 to count. Yeah, 1-1 pitch. Yeah, it's going to be low and inside for ball two. That 2-1 pitch is going to be high behind the backstop, and the runner's going to hold up at third. And that'll be 3 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss for strike 2, and the umpire looking like he was about to ring him up. Lost track of the count. It's full count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now you could ring him up, Blue, as Wisnut drops the third strike, but able to pick it up and make the tag on Franco for out number 2. And that'll bring up number 12, Friedman, up to the plate. Friedman looks at the first pitch for ball 1. And Friedman is 1 for 1 today. has walked twice and singled and scored all 3 times. Right now, looking at a 2-0 count. And that'll be outside for ball 3. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk, as Freeman will make his way to first base. There's runners on the corner. Gray at third, Freeman at first base, and that'll bring up Meyer up to the plate. Actually, we have a designated hitter coming into the game, number 4, Keller will be banned for the first time. Yeah, swing and a miss for strike 1. Count's going to be 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, swinging on the 1-1 pitch, foul. That'll make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, 1-2 pitch is going to be high for ball 2. So far, the Trojans have put 4 more runs across the plate here in the bottom half of the 4th inning and extend their lead over the Lockhart Lions 17-4. Swinging a ground ball down the right side, just past the first baseman for foul. The count still remains even up, 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Runners on the corner for the Trojans. A swing and a miss for strike 3. And that'll do it for the Trojans as the 4th inning comes to an end. As once again, the Trojans send 9 up to the plate. As we head over to the top of the 5th inning, we're going to take a quick timeout. And we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Hazelet Drilling Incorporated are proud supporters of the community by sponsoring youth league programs, T-Ball Express, Boys Junior League, Boys Coach Pitch, and Girls Coach Pitch teams. Established in 1978 by George Hazelet, Hazelet Drilling Incorporated was formed to provide quality water drilling service to farms and surrounding ranches. As the company grew, so did the spectrum of services to meet the growing needs of dedicated customers. Today, Hazelet Drilling is the leading water well, oil, and gas drilling company, known for quality work and one-on-one customer service. Hazelet Drilling and Supply is located at 915 Old McMahon Road in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call 512-398-3662. Do you suffer with headaches, back pain, or neck pain? Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic's mission is to provide hope, healing, and health to the people of Lockhart and the surrounding area through natural chiropractic care. Dr. Peterson has been voted Best Chiropractor for the last 9 years. Call Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic to begin your path to hope, healing, and health. You can find Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic at 731 South Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call for an appointment at 512-668-4163.
And we are back here at Anderson High School for the start of the 5th inning as the Lockhart Lions trail the Anderson Trojans 17-4 as the Lockhart Lions need to get 4 runs to continue this game as a 10-run rule is in effect from here on out. And still on the mound for the Trojans is Unash. And leading things off for the Lockhart Lions is going to be number 16, Cheatham. He struck out his first plate appearance back in the 3rd inning, and here he is in the top of the 5th for his second plate appearance as Holden Edelton, the pitcher, is in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss on the first pitch for Cheatham. So no balls and 1 strike to start the count off. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Had a great chance to talk to my cousin Tommy Mireles. Was at the opening day for Lockhart Little League today. He said there was a lot of smiles out there. Dropped third strike out to first base for out number 1. And that'll be strikeout number 3 for Unash. And that brings up Holden Nettleton. He is 1 for 2 with the base hit back in the 3rd inning. Looks at the first pitch, ball 1 on the outside. Between Unash and Clifton, the Trojans have racked up 11 strikeouts. Swinging a miss on the 1-0 pitch for strike 1. One pitch on the way, high and outside for ball 2. So far out of 13 possible outs, 11 of them have been strikeouts. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. And that'll be low for ball 2. Or ball 3. Full count to Holden Nettleton. And Louis will slide in safely with the foul ball. And still full count to Holden Nettleton with 1 out. And that'll be inside for ball 4, and Nettleton will get to first base. And that'll bring up number 8, Cade Borchard, up to the plate. This will be his first plate appearance, and he'll be batting in place of Jacob Mireles, who moves down a batting position. And Borchard looks at the first pitch for strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And that'll be strike 3 as Borchard will get caught looking for out number 2. And that'll be Unash's 4th strikeout, and that'll bring up Jacob Mireles up to the plate. Batting for Ivan Lopez. That will be fouled back for strike 1. Of course, at the conclusion of this game, we're going to have your Recon Athlete Players of the Game. That's if this game should end here in the 5th inning. As the Lions have 2 outs. With 1 runner on the base pads. That's Holden Nettleton reaching on a walk. And that'll be strike 2. So Mireles looking at an 0-2 count. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. And that'll do it, ball game. And what a way to end the game for the Trojans on a strikeout. Out of 15 possible outs, the Trojans strike out 13. And that's going to do it for the Lockhart Lions here in game 2 as they fall to the Trojans 17-4. And that's going to do it for this ball game as we head into the Recon Athlete postgame show. And with the post-game show, we're going to have your Recon Athlete Players of the Game. And with your Recon Athlete Player of the Game, we're going to give it to number 15, Vasquez, who reached base twice, the lone player for the Lockhart Lions to get multiple hits here in game number 2. So your Recon Athlete Player of the Game is going to go to Giovanni Vasquez. And that's going to do it for us here as the Lockhart Lions go 0-2 here today in the doubleheader versus the junior varsity team of the Anderson Trojans. And that'll be it. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, whether you're a Trojan fan or a Lockhart Lion fan. Want to thank you for tuning in and watching today's broadcast of Lockhart Lion Baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And before I close everything out, like I always say, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions.
Thank you for listening to tonight's Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And remember, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions!